Hi everyone. Today's problem was pretty easy. Um, it was about how we track positions up, down, and directions like left and right. So I'll show you how I did it in my thought process. Okay, let's log in. Let's see what we have today. Code. Okay, it seems to be an easy problem. Okay, a robot return to origin. There is a robot starting at position on a 2D plane, so like a graph, x and y axis. Given a sequence of it moves just if the robot ends up at 0, 0 after it completes its moves. You are given a string move that represents the move sequence of a robot where move I represents the ith move. Valid moves are right, left, up, down. If return true if the robot returns to origin after it finishes all of the move or otherwise. Okay, facing is irrelevant. R will always make the robot move to the right once, left will make it move to the left once. Also assume that the magnitude of robot's movement is same for each move. Okay, but there is a robot, it starts at 0, 0 and ends up at, okay, so the easiest thing should be count. So if I start at frequency of all, do I have to count? So we could keep right and left as +1 and sorry right and down as +1, and then up and left as -1, right? That's what we do. Keep a count. If count is 0, I think that's the easiest way while traversing a string. Let me have a count. Oh, integer count should be equals to 0. Right, the basic thing let me doing is 1 second. Okay, where is my mouse? Not, is this not connected? It is connected. Oh, because of my trackpad, sorry. So what I'm thinking is, if I have a plane, consider this as left and right, and we're starting it right here, right? If we have up, up, down, down, right? So we go to up and come down at 0, and or if we have up, down, left, right, as long as the number up and down we keep it as positive, negative, positive, negative, so the total should be 0 at the end of the string. Okay, that's what, yeah, it seems to be really easy. Okay, so count is 0 for, let me also optimize integer n is equal to moves moves dot length. Okay, so what are we doing fairly? For integer I equals to 0, I must be less than n, right? I plus plus. So if, and is it all in caps lock constraint? Okay, if moves moves dot character at I equals to what? So let's keep up as positive, or moves dot, sorry, or moves dot char at right at I equals to caps lock R. What do? We do count plus plus, else we're given, right? It's only gonna be count minus minus. And what are we returning? Boolean. Return if count equal to 0. Let me put this in. Oh, if count equal to 0, then we do true, else we return false. And are we missing any base case? Are we given the string dot length? Let me moves dot length is greater than equal to 1. So let me remove the base case. If if n equal to 1, return false, right? Because if there's only one move, we would never return. I think this should work. What am I missing? Oh, I have an error here. Error at line 14. Syntax errors. Okay, but I solved it. But is it the best way? Let's think about the time complexity. What are we doing? So we have one variable. We are moves.length. So we're only going through the moves at once. So time complexity is O of n, right? Is it possible? I think that's the fastest, because we would need to go through the whole string. Let's see. Wrong answer. Right, down. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think about that. What if it was right, and down, down? Yes, that's correct. Okay, there is a little bit of a bug. I see what I've done wrong. So what I've done wrong is I given Okay, let's try to fix this. So the bug is I'm having, should I give each char what if I create a frequency table, right? And if I count the number of rows, number of ups, numbers of, if somehow I have that. Okay, but I think there should be instead of having 4 variables. Even though for up. Mm, okay. Okay, how do I think for each value? Okay, so for sure, I don't have to do this. So if I'm looping through this, and if I see an up, I give it a plus. If I see a down, I give it a minus. Mm. Okay, one thing I can do is in count equals to 0. So let's remove the count for now. Or I can do up count integer decount integer right count. But this is like too redundant. No, I don't want to do this. Let me just keep these two variables, right? If moves dot char at I equals to what? If it's equals to up, we are doing up count plus plus, else if moves dot char at the character equals to what? Equals to we do up count minus, right? Else if moves dot char character char at I equals to let me change these. I'm looking for literals, not strings. So is it R? We do R count plus plus, else we're doing count minus, right? Done. if arc return, for to which we check arc count equal to 0 and up count equal to 0. Okay, this should work, but I don't know if keeping sort CHAR. Okay, I make these small syntax mistakes a lot. Again, char, that seems fine. Up count, it's not U count, up count, that's correct. Yeah, this should work correctly, but yeah, as I say, it's not the best runtime. I'm not gonna look at the solution right now, but how can we come up with the better code that's we still have to go through if you're going through the whole string, valid moves are right and left, up and down. Loop 1. How did this guy? Okay, let's try to figure out this code. Characters. He has a character array of 26. Move start. Do char array. I don't know what this method does. So we are doing move minus a plus plus return. So what this is doing is we are adding the value of a, b, c, d. So I could have written this in, okay, 1 second. So if instead of writing all this, instead of keeping a count, so if I had a count equals to 0, right, I could do something like so I could do something like if char if move start char at I is equal to up. No. Okay, let's ask. This is how I did it, right? Let me ask ChatGPT what was the better way. Let's see. Does we solved it with this strategy? Is this the most optimal way? It's already optimal, your approach. Vertical movement, horizontal at the end to declare. Okay. Okay, this is much better. So move start to char for each character in move start. Okay. So let me reset it and let's try to do it this way. So we have an integer x equals to 0, integer y equals to 0. So we are doing for character move in moves dot to char array. Is that the right word? For each character in the moves dot string dot to char array, what are we doing? If move equals to which character, we're doing going up, we do what? X plus plus, right? Else if move equals to down x, sorry, up is y axis, sorry, y plus plus, y minus minus. Else if move equals to abcd ud going right, x plus plus. Else we do x minus minus. And what are we doing? We are return if x equal to 0. Do I have to put it in brackets? And y equal to 0. I think so. Okay, this was an easy one. Okay, I have time today, so I'm gonna practice some other stuff, but I'm not gonna record this, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me